A small village, a poor family. Suddenly, a young girl in the family starts behaving oddly, talking to herself, shivering, sometimes screaming in fear. Neighbors and relatives whisper, "She is possessed." The family, desperate and afraid, takes her to a local healer who claims to cast out spirits. Rituals begin, chants, incense, and fear fills the air. While all this is happening, one student in the family calls someone a doctor. The doctor visits the home, observes the girl, and quickly realizes she has epilepsy. Sometimes its symptoms can be frightening, especially to those who don't understand the condition. The doctor prescribes medication and assures the family, "This is a medical issue, not a spiritual one. With proper treatment, she'll be fine." Within days, the girl starts to recover and returns to normal life. There are countless stories like this in our communities. Sometimes people suffer serious harm or even die because of rituals done out of fear and blind belief. Many have their mental health broken by being labeled possessed when all they needed was medical help. Blind belief thrives where knowledge is missing, and fear replaces understanding. Many symptoms that are called possession, sudden mood swings, speaking differently, fainting, seizures can often be explained by medical science. Epilepsy, schizophrenia, dissociative identity disorder, PTSD, and more. Our ancestors didn't have this knowledge, so they explained what they saw in spiritual terms. But today, with awareness and treatment, many people get their lives back. Take Ravi, a 10th grade student. Suddenly, his behavior changes, and his family gets worried. They take him to a healer, but things only get worse. Thankfully, a teacher intervenes and brings Ravi to a hospital. The diagnosis: anxiety disorder, not possession. With therapy and support, Ravi returns to his studies, leaving the stigma behind. How many others, without such intervention, spend their lives misunderstood and mistreated? Movies and media often make supernatural stories more popular and believable. They play on our fears and fascinations, sometimes making things worse for real people suffering real illnesses. But behind the drama, there's often a simple explanation and a way to help. If someone you know starts behaving strangely or seems to be suffering, take a moment. Ask, could this be a health issue? Seek medical help first. Family, friends, teachers, and healthcare workers all have a role to play. Against superstition and fear, knowledge and compassion are our best tools. There are so many families and children who need this message. If we want our society to progress, we must fight fear with awareness and love. Science and understanding, not rituals and blame, will lead us forward. Recently, a shocking incident occurred in a village. A girl who fainted during a ritual was declared dead, only to regain consciousness later. What if something like this happened to someone you know? What would you do? Would you blame an evil spirit? This isn't uncommon in many parts of the world. In fact, the girl's fainting spell led to her death being announced. It wasn't until her body was prepared for burial that she came back to life. Can you imagine the shock? This might sound like an isolated incident, but it reflects a larger problem. In many communities, when someone experiences unusual behavior or health issues, they're often labeled as possessed. This can have terrible consequences. People undergo exorcism rituals, sometimes resulting in injury or even death. In extreme cases, they may even be killed in the name of casting out demons. But what if there's a simpler explanation? Medical science offers insights into many conditions that were once attributed to possessions. Epilepsy, schizophrenia, dissociative identity disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and other conditions can mimic the symptoms of possession. Fainting, seizures, and even changes in behavior can have medical causes. Imagine living in a time when medical knowledge was limited. Without understanding these conditions, our ancestors saw these behaviors as something beyond their comprehension. They interpreted them through the lens of their beliefs, often attributing them to supernatural forces. This led to the rise of exorcism and the tragic notion that some people are born with demons inside them. Today, we have the knowledge and tools to help those who suffer from such conditions. Mental health disorders are just that, disorders of the mind. They're not signs of demonic influence. And those who experience these symptoms are not possessed, but in need of medical and psychological help. I'm not here to challenge religious beliefs or mock spiritual practices. My intention is to shed light on a different perspective. When we talk about exorcism, we're often captivated by the dramatic narratives. Movies and media sensationalize these stories, turning them into thrilling spectacles that leave us on the edge of our seats. These tales play on our deepest fears and fascinations, blurring the line between fiction and reality. But what happens when these fictional accounts bleed into the real world? When we encounter individuals who display strange or concerning behaviors, our first instinct might be to turn to these sensationalized stories for an explanation. It's crucial to recognize the impact of media portrayal and to approach such situations with a clear and discerning mind. When someone close to us, such as a friend, family member, or student, starts acting strangely, our immediate reaction is often worry. Naturally, we want to find an explanation for their altered behavior. This is where the stories of possession and exorcism can become dangerously alluring. It's easy to succumb to the belief that there might be a demonic presence at play when faced with behaviors that we do understand. However, it's essential to pause and consider alternative explanations. Many behaviors that were once attributed to possession can now be understood and treated through the lens of medical science. Conditions like epilepsy, schizophrenia, dissociative identity disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder, among others, can manifest in ways that resemble possession. Fainting spells, seizures, and even changes in behavior can have medical causes rather than supernatural ones. Rather than jumping to conclusions, we should seek medical help first. This is not about disregarding religious beliefs or spiritual practices. It's about approaching situations with a balanced and informed perspective. By seeking medical help, we open the door to understanding and treatment. Many individuals who were previously labeled as possessed have found relief and recovery through medical interventions. Their lives have been transformed, not through exorcism, but through science and empathy. Our education system plays a vital role in shaping our understanding of the world. Unfortunately, in many places, there's a significant gap when it comes to mental health education. We often find ourselves ill-equipped to deal with mental health issues or behavioral changes in ourselves or others. This lack of understanding can lead to stigmatization and prevent individuals from seeking the help they need. It's time to prioritize mental health education in our curriculum. By providing students with the necessary knowledge and skills, we can create a generation that is more empathetic, informed, and proactive when it comes to mental health. Schools can be the first step towards breaking down stigmas and creating a supportive environment. The prevalence of exorcism in our communities highlights a deeper issue: the persistence of fear and misunderstanding surrounding mental health. It's a stark reminder that we still have a long way to go in fostering empathy and knowledge. If you've witnessed or experienced exorcism rituals firsthand, I encourage you to share your experiences. Your stories have the power to shed light on this often hidden phenomenon and contribute to the ongoing conversation. By sharing your experiences, you can help break down stigmas and raise awareness. Furthermore, if you have any questions or thoughts regarding exorcism, feel free to ask. I'm here to engage in a respectful and open dialogue. Together, we can learn from each other's perspectives and deepen our understanding of this complex subject. Remember, we're not alone in this journey. By fostering empathy, seeking knowledge, and supporting one another, we can create a better future where understanding and compassion prevail. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. Your support means everything to me. Stay tuned for more insightful content. Thanks for watching.